So next match we had is
This should make you happy. The next match.
I think it might. The next match I was not looking forward to at all. I hated the build. And as like we were saying in chat last night, Shane should have gone in as the face in this match. But honestly, match I did not hate at all. It worked perfectly. This is how babyface Braun should be portrayed, just as this, monster like this. Take away the choo-choo sounds. We don't need that.
They gonna stay.
They're gonna stay. They will. They will
why
stay.
Why do you have to bring up the choo-choo sounds? I promised Pete this was gonna make him happy.
and Joe, I can't wait till they have a show. Who wants to jump on the Braun train? And gonna be laughing when the ladies wear that.
James, question for you. Said the ladies are going to be wearing that. Are they going to be the same ladies from the Turmoil Tag Team match that happened at WrestleMania 1, or WrestleMania Night 1 last night?
Yeah.
So
the blonde bombshells. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Also,
yeah. I mean, like, let's just put this. Let's just put out this mental image of Braun Strowman standing at the corner, doing the whole, twirling thing around his face, and behind him in line are 10 women that were in the tag team match, and they just start running around the ring, all of them together.
Hey, remember now, Braun was part of the Road Party.
Snowpiercer does not have a chance against this.
I think we're going into Godfather territory here with women and trains and that.
Whoa!
Braun train!
How do
you you're talking about lines of women in trains and that. We're all thinking about somebody else here, not Braun.
He got it.
Hey, not all trains are the same. You're a vehicleist.
Mohammed and I were going completely different directions.
Yeah. Like,
we were just trying to poke the bear.
Yeah, you guys have to take it back to the attitude era. I don't know.
But I loved the last 2 or 3 minutes of this match were awesome. Shane hitting Braun with the toolbox. I loved was it Lawler in commentary? He was like Shane found a toolbox. It was perfectly done for him.
It's like you can tell that he was genuinely laughing. Like, what the hell is a toolbox?
And Braun needs to be, like I was saying, portray him like this. Braun works best when he does freakishly strong things. That's why the fans got behind him when he was destroying Roman a few years ago. When Shane was climbing down and Braun just rips the cage, brings him back in, and then, it's the whole thing of Braun just likes to destroy and toss people. All Shane to the top, Shane down, and Shane got some height and some distance on that.
Oh God! And that was not that was not a comfortable landing at all. That was
I love Shane McMahon. He busts his ass when he does things. His last run at SmackDown wasn't that good, but this was perfect Shane McMahon right here. Not the build towards the match, but the Shane in the match was perfect. 51 years old and he's still doing shit like that. People don't give him credit for the bumps that he takes.
I agree with you, but he is part-time. If someone, you can take a wrestler, they do two big major bumps a year, they go with it. They go with it.
Yeah, but that's the thing. He's not a professional wrestler. He's just the McMahons, no matter what, do their thing. They are nuts. That's the thing. It wouldn't be as known because wrestlers take bumps like that. Shane is 51 and he's not a professional wrestler. That is why it works for him. The dude does sane bumps for the past 24 years and he's still doing them. He jumps off of everything, falls off of everything. Granted, this wasn't, him jumping onto the Big Show or falling off of the stage with Steve Blackman, but for being that up there in age, bravo to him. It made for a WrestleMania moment. Made me actually enjoy Braun Strowman for the first time in
ever, like in years, I think.
So since the Roman Reigns feud.
Yeah.
So hats off to this match right here. How many women turmoil matches do you give this match?
I'll give it 4 out of 5. I enjoyed this match. I wasn't looking forward to it, as most people weren't. I didn't like how the build up to it, the whole stupid thing. But they turned it around in this match, and they made me like Braun again. We got to see a good bump off Shane. Like I said, Joe, the bit with the where Braun ripped the cage and just dragged him back in. Yeah. I popped for that. I was like, holy shit, that's awesome. The only one thing I was going to expect, but maybe in a dream world of mine, maybe when they was on the top of that cage for a split second, I thought he's going to do a running power slam. He's going to run on the edge of that cage and just jump off with him, and the ring's going to blow up or something. I don't know. But we got a big Shane bump off it, so that's fine. But I don't think Braun likes heights, because when he was up there, he was holding on to that steel wire for his life. I felt, yeah. So I don't think he's a height guy. So fair enough for just getting Shane over with a bump. But I enjoyed it.
That way too.
Yeah,
if I was on a cage, I'd be getting sweaty palms,
like this.
freaking out.
Yeah. Like I said, I wasn't looking forward to it, but it is what it is. It's got Braun over. We can't say we hate Braun anymore. He's pretty cool again. Oh, sorry.
I mean,
3 out of 4 ain't bad. He's okay again. I don't hate him. I don't go.
Slow your choo-choo train down there.
I'm not like when he's on Smack. Was he on Raw? Yeah, he's on Raw.
Yeah, he's on Raw.
When I hear that train and this music plays, I'm not going to be like, oh shit, it's Braun. I'm like, yeah, Braun's here. That's awesome.
Come hop aboard the Braun train.
True. Yeah, I'm all aboard the Braun train now.
Let me get my gloves on.
Braun ain't easy, man. Braun ain't easy.
But yeah, it's good. It was better than expected, so I enjoyed it. James, get the gloves on. What did you think of this one?
James is getting prepped. James is warming.
He's going to get some gloves out, eh?
It looks like.
He's got the gloves ready.
For you, Pete.
Oh no.
For you.
What's he got? For you.
Is that a train set? It's a train set.
Wait, I just looked to the side. I have a prop for this match.
Oh,
look, it's the green slime that Shane poured on Braun Strowman, and there's actually a Ric Flair inside of here. Yeah, there's little
weird.
Wow,
that's so random.
It's the best run show on whatever medium we are on right now.
I got gloves.
This Friday.
There you go, Pete. I got gloves.
Nice.
Undertaker gloves wasn't that far, but anyway, I wasn't expecting nothing from this match. But you know what? It's a Shane McMahon match, and when he used the gimmick matches, that's what you're gonna get. You're going, like you said, this is the 2 versions of Shane McMahon gimmick match you're gonna get. If he's a face, he's gonna do a crazy bump, okay, and he's gonna win, and the heel is gonna go crazy. If he's the heel, he has an entourage that's going to help him try to win, and then he's going to take a big bump. See what I mean? And what that happened. You saw Riker, we saw Elias, they came in total help. It wasn't bad, and it was enough. It wasn't that too bad. I just think it was crazy what Shane could have won, but then he stuck his arm out the thing, but it was for the spot. It was just like, come on now.
Yeah, of course.
It's nothing wrong with it when you in cage matches. Do that when you already win. Then you do the stuff. That's all. It's just more Because I'm thinking, oh, he's going to win this. Why he's sticking his arm out? Like, oh, there you go. But I wasn't expecting Braun to pull the cage and bring him in. I'm thinking, like, he's going to break his arm or something. That's all. It's just more crazy that way. But it was great. I just like how this started. Braun was the heel and Shane
it
was the face.
It is killing you. It is killing you to say that this is great, isn't it? I can see the anguish on your face.
No. I'm just saying, if Shane McMahon was not in this match, we wouldn't be saying this. Let's be honest. Exactly.
No.
Y'all be like, what the? People be like, this was a garbage match, for God's sakes. So, I like it.
It's like, why didn't they give that time for this match to the tag team turmoil?
and not only, oh my God, my only thing was that, it made Braun interesting, and I'm curious what they're gonna go. But I don't know if I still got that Braun Strowman fatigue, where like, okay, now he's a face. Now let's see where it goes. But I'm hoping to see something different from him on Raw. Let's see. That's what I wanted to say about that. But no, it was good. Shane is good. I'm glad Braun won, because I'm sorry. Every time a McMahon is in a match, a McMahon should lose, because like Joe said, they're not professional wrestlers. Okay, that's how it's supposed to be. So I didn't want to see Shane get kicked, kicking out the damn power slam. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
So
the only time
so you think Triple H should lose all his matches going forward?
that's Paul.
Oh, I just did get punchline from you, Joe, didn't I? I'm sorry.
I was gonna say the only time I think a McMahon should win is if they're like defending family's honor, but they shouldn't necessarily win the feud, like Shane versus Kane, or like them versus Orton or whatever. They they could get like a win there because they're defending the family's honor. Ultimately, they still lose the program at the end. Like Legacy still beat the McMahons, Kane still beat Shane, but those are the only times that McMahons should look strong is when they are defending themselves.
Exactly, and that's how it should be. Because I'm saying you can't have a person who's not a professional wrestler kicking out or beating your big time wrestlers who we supposed to be like, these are real wrestlers. But
you're gonna you are not gonna be happy about what we're gonna discuss after this.
No. I'm ready. I'm ready for that. So I'm ready for that. But you can I passed the master heater. You're not gonna be ready for what I'm going to say.
Much like Pete, Joe, and James here. I was not looking forward to this match at all. Like, remember, guys, when the match started, I texted you and I said I'm not feeling this match.
Yeah.
And you guys just agreed, like it's the same thing. But here's the magic of having a good WrestleMania just in itself. 10 years from now, this match is gonna be like someone's gonna turn on WrestleMania in a vacuum, not gonna watch the build up to this match, not gonna live through the turmoil that we had to go through.
wait, Mohammed.
Turmoil.
There you go.
But no, honestly, that was a brilliant one. Not have to go through the anguish we had to go through watching the build up. Not that anguish was as bad as watching the tag team turmoil match, but anyway, that's another thing.
Of course not.
If you watch this match, you're going to be entertained just by the match alone. It's a great piece of entertainment. Braun works best when you don't script him. I think that's the idea. Like, just let Braun be Braun. Don't try to over cartoon him.
Yeah.
Don't make him. Yeah. Don't script his promos because he does not sound natural doing it. Don't try to make him like a good guy or bad guy. Just have him be a monster.
And let me just say one thing about this. I like this version of Braun, but I don't want to see this Braun going for titles. And that's how, to me, it's going to make it bad. Because you're going to, let him be the people's champion in that way and then, the good and stuff like that. But when you try to make him go for the title, he can't win. That's the whole point. You have to have him have some flaws. And that's when people get upset. Like, oh, he should have won there. Like, no, let him just be in the middle for right now. And build it up to something.
Andre him. That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Keep him away until you need him. That's what you got to do.
Yes.
And the reason I say he does not need to be scripted because I was again enjoying this match, and I know Like I know I'm bringing up something that cringes every time, and I just groaned at that point when he, after he threw Shane off the cage and he said, "This is for everyone that has ever been called stupid." Why didn't he just say this is for everyone who has been bullied?
That would have been better.
It's like just being called stupid. Like I mean, if I'm in an argument with someone and I call him stupid, that doesn't mean I'm being a bad guy. Maybe the guy is actually stupid, or maybe he pissed me off to that point. But it's not that I call anyone stupid. Like
then all your comments to Master Heater's Twitter page.
Yeah,
I do think one thing though. I do think one thing though about this whole Braun being, defending against bullies. When it rolls around, he needs to be the ambassador for "Don't be a bully, be a star." And if he isn't, they're missing a trick there.
He shouldn't be, because in real life the dude is a complete bully.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, like once again, like I mean, it might have been someone put him up to it, or he just thought he was being smart or anything. But that whole thing when Evil Uno sent out the tweet of support gig community, and he said, essentially said that this guy's asking for a handout and doing something like, dude, no one's talking to you.
Oh, okay, then never
mind.
Why
are you jumping on the? Yeah. I mean,
again, about that.
Honestly, when they bring him in backstage interviews, when he's on the bump or they had him on the Chronicle, he comes off as relatable, as a good guy or anything. But then he does this Twitter shit, and
I mean, that happens. I've encountered plenty of people like that who seem nice, but then hear like reviews on race or sexuality, stuff like that, and you're kind of like, maybe not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like you think a person is like the nicest guy in the world, and all of a sudden it turns out he hates women's wrestling.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I don't hate women's wrestling, just some of it.
Hey, I just some.
We've still got the women's main event to go yet, so hold on to your seats for that.
Yeah, I mean, like you hated 10 out of the 12 women that performed last night.
I just didn't like their wrestling. It was bad. It was so bad.
So hold on. Would you been okay if Alexa just showed up and gave her like a flame punch, like floosh?
Are you asking me or Joe?
Like, this match is horrible, so floosh, everybody's on fire.
At least they'd all disappear for 3 months if they did.
Speaking of people that Pete was hating, Pete was not a big fan of the largest musical star and the best celebrity turned wrestler in WrestleMania history, Mr. Bad Bunny, till last night. So we had Bad Bunny, Damian Priest versus The Miz and Morrison. This match was everything I thought it could have been, but even more. Bad Bunny has busted his ass the past few months. He hasn't made mockery of the promotion like Logan Paul kind of did on SmackDown, when he just kind of had that smirk on his face. He actually
Logan Paul was like, I'm happy to be here.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, he was starstruck.
You can tell that Bad Bunny's an actual fan. Yeah. You can tell he knows wrestling, took bumps, the Canadian Destroyer. Sure, it's an overused move on indies, but it's still pretty cool seeing him do it last night. Miz and Morrison had a fun entrance. Bad Bunny had a pretty cool entrance. It was kind of confusing because I was like, well, this kind of looks like like Becky Lynch's thing from last year.
Probably good.
Yeah, that awesome Becky Lynch entrance from last year. Yeah.
And then I loved. I know Muhammad doesn't like the makeup on Priest, but ring attire alone, I thought he looked really badass, and like the purple and like with like the chains and everything. I thought he looked really cool.
I love the entrance. At the end with the name and everything and stuff like that.
Yeah. They gave him the old school NXT entrance. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was an awesome match. And I honestly, I kept seeing people saying it went too long. See, it went 15:05, which it honestly to me didn't feel that long. It felt super quick in my opinion.
Yeah. And it didn't lag.
It didn't at all.
It's smoothly.
It told a story, and especially if you watch Miz's face, Miz sold Bad Bunny. People can talk shit about the Miz all they want, but the Miz gets the job done. Ace is expressive. When Bad Bunny hit the Destroyer, Miz's face was like, "Holy shit! This guy can actually go."
Yeah.
I think Miz
or
was
the arm drag.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
That first arm drag Miz was perfect. Like, what the? How did he do that?
Yeah, Miz was basically the audience right there, because people who are undersold on Bad Bunny, they're like, "Hey, Miz is basically that," which is funny because the same people who hate Bad Bunny kind of hate the Miz a lot of the time. But it was a super fun match. I thought it was well paced. Miz and Morrison, I don't think it's going to be quite yet, but I do see them splitting maybe after Money in the Bank, because they've been teasing friction. I think if Miz doesn't win Money in the Bank, he's going to blame Morrison for that. So I think it'll be in the next two. But yeah, awesome, fun match. And as I said, Bad Bunny put in the work, and he showed up.
Yeah, agreed.
What do you think about this match here?
Well, before going into this match, I'd never heard of Bad Bunny until he done that thing with Booker T. And I was like,
Neither did I.
Here we go again. Celebrity trying to weasel his way into WrestleMania, getting a match, getting all the fame, all the glory. And I was wrong.
Okay.
I'll hold my hands up and I'll say I was wrong. I expected Priest to do...
but I'm just gonna... Yeah. If you don't mind, I'm just gonna push back on something. Like, first of all, respect to you, sir, for saying that. But do celebrities actually try to weasel their ways into WrestleMania, or does WrestleMania try to weasel them into?
That's true.
It's money.
WrestleMania is about
End of the day, it's money. There's a lot of money on the table when it comes to celebrities. No question about that. Yeah. So I thought, here we go, some rapper guy. Trying to get into WrestleMania. Obviously WWE approaching, but vice versa. I'll give them, 50-50 on that one. I thought Priest was going to do 90% of the match. Hot tag, Bad Bunny does a couple of things, gets the pin. It's all about Bad Bunny. I was wrong. I'll hold my hands up. I was wrong. This guy went to town. He totally shocked me. And he did 90% of the match. And he got the pin, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, holy shit, this guy's legit. He's not just here for the paycheck. He's here because he loves wrestling. And I'm a fan. I'm sorry. He won me over last night. I saw the interview with Miz and Morrison. Even they said they've got respect for him now. So I was like, well, if he's good enough for the Miz, he's good enough for me. So it's the same with I forgot his name again, Joe. NXT McAfee. Hated him.
Pat McAfee.
I was like, who's this loudmouth little bitch on NXT? He doesn't know anything.
Guy.
Yeah.
Hashtag punter guy, as we like to call him. Hashtag punt the system.
And then he had one match with Adam Cole, and I was like, what the fuck? This guy can go. So again, I was wrong about him. So I feel going forward, when it comes to celebrities and trying to get into wrestling, I've got to give them the benefit of the doubt from the start.
You gotta listen to Mohammed and I about these celebrities.
Yes. Okay.
Now we'll pass it to James. I'm sorry, man.
Still though.
He can't. He blocked it.
I'm sure we're gonna have some a few different opinions here.
Really? Are we doing this? We're getting props now? Hold on.
Oh. I can't get my capsule. But my mojo is in the other room. So no, I can't get props.
don't think I have a weapon.
Now Pete looking like, what I'm gonna have?
It's like I can't compete with these nerds right now.
The match was great, but this is my thing: is I'm not wrong. I just didn't care for the whole Bad Bunny thing, the celebrity thing. But I do respect his love and his work ethic for it and stuff, and he does take it serious. But I give him that. And it's just that it was good, but then I wasn't too worried or shocked because he's with the best tag team of the 21st century. Okay. Now, why are we still laughing?
Okay, maybe we got to take a moment, just let him get it out.
No.
If we get enough of these, I want to do a supercut with all of Joe, with Joe just laughing.
Now I'm gonna bust out another prop now.
Please, yeah, let's do that. Let's do it. Okay. We could have just a show of us, busting prop after prop after prop. And James just looking at us like, what the?
I give Joe this moment. I don't want him to choke.
Okay, you good? You good, Joe? Can we?
Yeah. Okay.
Can we go on with the show now?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, James. I'm sorry for the behavior of my colleague. It's very
it's okay.
Very
it's just Joe. It's fine.
Now you're starting him up again. Huh? That's all you, sir. That's all you.
But to make it so, no, I liked the match. It was good. I'm with you, Pete. I thought it would be mostly Priest, but then after seeing New Day and Almonds and AJ, I knew they wouldn't repeat that. So he was with a good team, though. He's with Mizmo, the greatest tag team 21st century, and Miz can make people look like $1 million. Oh, that's in the closet. That's in the closet too. I got two of them. So stop it, Joe.
Wait, what was that? I wasn't looking. What was that?
Guitar Hero guitar. I got a guitar and a Rock Band one. I'm like,
that's why I got back here.
Yeah. See, Joe's cheating. He's close to everything. I gotta get my wireless headphones.
Joe, since you have that guitar already, why don't you just, with those skills to use and, give us a 15-minute music intro. 15 seconds.
No, there'd be a lot of
button pressing on that one.
Exactly.
Yeah. So 15 minutes. That's like almost as long as a women's tag team turmoil match.
Pete, you're the man. But I agree with Pete that I'm not gonna say I'm wrong. It's just that I figured they was good, but Mizmo made him work, and I respect him, and he did a good job. Most people saying he did the best debut ever, but I'm saying it was a very high-profile match. You have Miz and John Morrison sold like crazy, so I expected great things, and I'm glad he delivered and stuff like that. Now,
what is happening right now?
God damn it, Joe! Putting the mask on. But I'm with Adam Cole because I'm Adam Cole, Mark. Bad Bunny was better than the punter guy. He said it. Okay. I believe in Adam Cole, baby.
And Pat McAfee.
No. Bad Bunny is better than Pat McAfee, okay? Adam Cole stated it. Okay.
Hey, Adam Cole is the second best technical wrestler in the world. Pete Dunne said that. Pete Dunne. Yes. Who are we to argue with Pete Dunne?
Exactly. So, when Adam Cole said Bad Bunny is better than Pat McAfee, that's gold, okay? It's okay to be number 2 punter guy. But, yeah, I liked it. It was good. He did a good job. He did amazing. He took it serious. He did everything. He's right there with Lawrence Taylor. He did it. He showed up, and it was great. And one more thing, I like that Priest came out. I'm a big Damon Priest fan. I'm happy for him that he had a WrestleMania to him, not to himself, but he enjoyed WrestleMania and stuff like that. And he had a nice entrance, and he looked cool. And don't worry, Master Heater, give you a month, you get used to the makeup and everything. But yeah, thanks to you now, I'm picking it up. Like, man, his face is so smooth, and they make him look like he's younger than he looks. He's like he's not that young.
I think that might be it, but he's like he was already younger than he looks. He already looked younger than he is.
Yeah, he did.
Because he's 38, and I'm like, oh, okay, they make him look a little bit younger. But pass the master heater, where I look for a prop now to make Joe laugh.
Mohammed, all I ask on this, for your thoughts on this, your thoughts on Bad Bunny, all I ask is that you punt the system.
Anyway, I'm gonna start off by saying it's great to be great. It must suck to suck. That's a great catchphrase from the one and only Mr. Punter guy himself, Pat McAfee, the second greatest technical wrestler. And James, don't leave. I'm not gonna mention him again. Wait.
Now he's had enough. He's had enough. He's gone.
What is happening right now? This has become like what?
I'm clearing the room, Marv, with your opinions.
Yeah.
I thought I had a battle axe somewhere.
Okay.
Oh, you're coming after me now.
Yes.
You know what? You don't want to see what I have tucked away right over here. So we'll just... I thought James knew what he was gonna get for it. It looks like he's choosing. Is he gonna get one of his samurai swords? Is it?
He might be.
I can.
Okay. The anticipation for those of you listening, like James is off to get a prop, and we are waiting to see what he has, and we just.
Yeah, for those of you listening, we've had plenty of props on the our listeners don't even know what the hell we've had.
Yeah, follow us on YouTube and watch. Oh, nice. I got a couple right back here. Wait, let me try to point here, but I could actually on the thing, but I'm
not joking.
Battle of the props today, ain't he? Jeez.
Got something that'll open hell for everybody.
Okay. Are you gonna show us, or are you just?
He's getting it ready. He's getting it ready.
Who wants to open the box?
Oh,
nerd.
For those of you listening, it's Hellraiser's box.
Nice.
Yeah.
I thought it was a Rubik's Cube at first glance.
You know what?
It's a Rubik's Cube.
You know what?
Oh, okay.
You know what? I was gonna get a prop, but you know what? I'm thinking about it. This is getting silly enough. Props are silly, and I am not gonna get the prop that I was gonna get. That's it. I'm not gonna go ahead.
Our listeners are so confused as to what we are laughing at right now.
Yeah.
This is all visual.
I mean, this is getting out of hand. You guys gotta cut it with these props. I'm telling you.
That finger at? Who you pointing to?
You and you.
To be fair, Pete hasn't done anything. Pete's been perfectly well behaved except for his thoughts on women's turmoil matches.
No, he's stuck though. He can't move. Like he leaves looking around like what
I can't bring down more shit to the table than I already have with my opinions today. So
like Pete is like I think Pete is gonna next time we're recording, Pete is gonna have his severed heads right next to him. He's gonna here's the next one, and by the way, here's a sword as well. It's not a samurai sword. It's more
yeah. But that was my anime source there. So yeah. I'm not gonna try to bring up.
Yeah, guys, if there, for the listeners on the podcast. If there ever was a chance for us to plug our YouTube channel, this is it.
Yeah.
Please follow. Check us out on YouTube to see all the crazy props we're doing. I know this is not the biggest selling point in the world, but we have fun.
Zelda, Mjolnir from Thor. We've had Hellraiser's box, Wolverine claws.
Wolverine claws.
Whoa! Take away that man's card. Hey, yeah. Whoa. Wolverine claws. Wolverine claws.
Isn't it?
That's Freddy Krueger.
He's doubling down on. These are Wolverine claws.
Oh, I didn't see
For the love of God!
I just saw the clause. I didn't see the actual thing.
For the love of God! Oh wait, no, you gotta turn in your geek cards, Joe. I'm sorry, no.
I didn't see
No, James, no, James, don't defend this. We cannot.
No, I'm just saying, it's just Joe.
Let it slide.
I just saw the claw coming up.
Wolverine claws! Wolverine! There's 4 of them! 4!
I just saw the
Oh my
claw.
God! Oh my, I'd rather you...
You
Like
wanna
that.
hang over to-
I mean, Pete.
Dallas next year?
Pete, yeah,
Yo,
yeah. Pete, I'm gonna ask you something. What is worse? Watching the tag team turmoil match from last night, or having Joe refer to Freddy Krueger's glove, the iconic Freddy Krueger's glove, as Wolverine claws?
it's a tough one, that is. I'm sticking with the women's match. I've sold that well. I'll stick with that.
Exactly.
Fine. If you have, I didn't see that you had that, but this you can call this a Casey Jones mask if you want. But there you go.
Clearly, that's a Jason hockey mask, but yes, because it's clear why.
I mean, I got the Jason hockey mask hanging right behind you over there.
This
Up
was
here.
from
But-
this was from a back alley party I went to
But
a few years
Joe,
ago.
yeah, Joe, twinsies.
There you go.
Well, back to wrestling now. That's the heat of
Oh yeah. We still got a show. We still got a show to do. I'm sorry.
yeah.
Anyway, follow us on YouTube, guys. This will all make sense if you watch the video on YouTube. Hopefully, we actually have it.
I want to apologize to Wes Craven and Robert England. Did not. I literally just
Yes.
saw a claw. I wasn't paying attention. I was thinking about
And
my own props.
Jack here. Yeah.
Kind of like Asuka on the bump yesterday, where she didn't pay attention to anyone else. I wasn't paying attention
Yeah.
fully to anyone else in that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. You're more like Brian Cage. Get my shit in.
Yes.
All right. What were we talking about?
Bad Bunny.
WrestleMania,
Yes.
I think.
Priest versus the Miz and Morrison.
Yes. Anyway, punt the system. Let's get back into this. Yeah, honestly, the best performance by a celebrity at the WrestleMania, maybe in all of wrestling. I mean, the people might put up someone might say that there's an argument to be made for Stephen Amell at All In or on SummerSlam, but I think Amell did the more conventional wrestling match. Bad Bunny had the more high spots. But anyway,
And
Bad Bunny might
I'm gonna
edge
say two different things with that, right quick. Stephen Amell and them are two different things. Stephen Amell trained stunts and stuff like that for Arrow and stuff like that, so you kind of figured this could naturally come to him. While Bad Bunny is a musician, and to me, it was the bigger thing. It's like when Dennis Rodman did it and stuff like that. Like, oh, you're athletic, you can work, you can do a couple of spots. Here, he kind of went the extra mile to say, yeah, I'm believable. I'm more believable in it and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. And I would have liked, if Bad Bunny was gonna make this awesome show, The Miz was busted open a few days ago, and he was talking about this match, and he talked about how Bad Bunny was training hard for this match, and how Bad Bunny went to SNL. Next day, he's back in the WWE ring training. Performed at the Grammys, Next day, back at WWE in a WWE ring training. So I would have liked to have this as part of the story, because at least it wouldn't because there's always going to be that one person who's going to show up, who's going to watch this and say, "Oh, so now a musician is out wrestling the wrestlers," and
That's always going to happen.
So I would have liked for that to be eliminated by having them, say that this Bad Bunny has been, hard at training, for the past couple of months. He's been hands-on. He's been doing this for he's been getting, advice from the best minds in the business, that sort of thing. I don't know. Maybe I didn't pick it up on commentary, I kind of zoned out the guy. I kind of zoned out the commenter for a lot of these matches, honestly. But I would, if they had said it, then I'm sorry, but I would have liked for it to be, have a heavier influence going into this match. Match itself was great. Bad Bunny's entrance it's a special entrance. It's not the best special entrance of all time, but it's still a great entrance in the
Becky Lynch did it better with her truck.
Yeah, that's all I joke that Triple H. Someone needed Triple H style entrance, and he, check marked that.
Yeah. But it's again, I like that he looked like Blade coming in with that coat.
Yeah.
Oh, no. He looked like Neo. Don't lie about that. It was Neo with the jacket at first. When he took it off, I get the Blade thing out the jacket.
Yeah.
I saw
no, but the sunglasses were more Blade than Neo, though.
Yeah, but this
it's all in the shades.
It's just like
Yeah. Anyway, it looked cool. Like it looked cool either way in that way, and it's a great. It's the reverse of what you saw with New Day and AJ versus AJ and Omos. Now you have Miz and Morrison trying to isolate Bad Bunny, but still not getting the best of him as of yet, which you could see that frustration. That was an awesome thing, and this match, as short as it was. 50 minutes is good. 50 minutes, I don't think it's as short, but it's still, it's not, a long WrestleMania match. But it had a lot packed into it. It did not flag. It's entertaining from beginning to end.
And one more thing to add. I dislike you guys because I looked up what 2032 means. And who was to say when he's going to retire or his final WrestleMania match? Joe?
That guy, Joe.
Joe was close. It's supposed to be his last concert. His dream of his last very concert be in 2032. So Joe was close. Just want to throw that out there.
That's good. And
it's cool that he has an ending. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a goal. It's a nice goal. And then he can wrestle full time, right, James?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
WrestleMania 48. Today, the full debut of Bad Bunny.
Yeah. Maybe once in a lifetime he can beat John Cena.
But I don't know if this is the end for him right now. If it is, kudos to him. Great job, thank you. If he sticks around for a bit, now.
Disappear.
Let's be honest. Yeah.
Disappear. SummerSlam.
Ooh, I'd be cool with that.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
But on Monday Night Raw, I'd like to see him. Now he has a lot of shine on him.
Yeah.
If he's not going to be around, let's take advantage, direct that shine towards Damian Priest.
That's what I want to say. Because if you keep him too late, it's going to pit Priest in the back and pit him in front.
Yeah.
So focus should be on Priest now.
Yeah. And Priest's entrance was awesome as well. Like he looked good. He looked comfortable in the ring. He didn't look like he was, an NXT a rookie coming up and doing the. No, he looked like he belonged on this stage. This was his stage. That's a great thing. And it was the perfect celebrity match. I still say. And let's sidebar here for a while. People who hate on this match don't understand what WrestleMania is all about. This is what WrestleMania was built on. It was built on celebrities and wrestlers. So, and this is the perfect match. This is the one match that's actually represents the essence of what WrestleMania was.
I agree with you 100%. But I think the issue is because he's a musician. That's what it is. Because again, Mr. T, big strong man. Yeah, Lawrence Taylor, football player. You notice the difference. If they athletes, they okay with it. But when it's non-athletes, they have issues with it. Because when they think of non-athletes, they think of Snooki, Manuzzo. I know they women, but that's what they think. you're a non-athlete, you're just gonna be in the way and stuff like that. You're not gonna do anything. Athletes, oh yeah, they train, they big, they can do it. Because let it been Pat McAfee, they wouldn't have no issues. And this is before he had his NXT match. Because you just see him and you're like, oh, he played football, so he can do this. He can do a couple.
James is right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do see his point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, it was a good match, and it's past due time that people put some respect on the Miz's name, because
they never will. They never will.
The guy, anyone who goes against him in a situation match looks like a million bucks. He makes that happen.
Yeah.
He does not sell. If he does not sell properly, if he does not convince you that this guy is the wall breaker, or this guy then he's not doing his job. And no one does the job as good as Miz does. He made, like, Bobby Lashley was as dominant, but he was still looked at as a mid-carder. When he beat Miz, you were seeing a whole level the level of dominance, and you're saying, whoa, okay, Lashley has arrived. That doesn't happen without the Miz being in there. And Bad Bunny looked amazing. And Bad Bunny could have put those, done the exact performance that he did with someone else. But if it wasn't for the selling ability of the Miz, Bad Bunny, you would not remember this match. So let's just hashtag Miz is awesome. Put some respect on the man's name.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm done. Let's move on.
All right, and the main event we had.
Just side note. I gotta put all this stuff back where it was. It's gonna.
No, me too.
Thanks, guys.
Not me. That's it. Back in.
I don't have that problem.
Mohammed, make sure to put the Freddy Krueger glove back.
Yeah.
Okay, good save.
Yes.
Anyway, just one last thing while I have another a drink.
I have that too.
Here's to you guys. You have the chalice? Yeah. I got this for Halloween.
I did too.
Okay, how is that a mark? I think the term you were searching for is nerd.
No, mark.
That's not. This is not a mark thing. What is it? What am I a mark of if I'm holding up this cup?
No, Halloween mark.
I'm sorry. Halloween marks.
Jason mask.
Yeah.
Freddy Krueger
Halloween
glove.
marks. Yeah.
Sorry, Wolverine glove, and then you have a Halloween type chop.
Yeah. I'm a Halloween mark. Says the guy who goes crazy for Joe Bob. I still don't know what Joe Bob is, but
that man is a saint.
on this here is for James, but on this match, we had one case of hair foo, we had neo foo, we had skipping to the ring foo, we had 4 breasts that were not seen in public, we had 17 a 15-minute long match, 4 stars. Check it out.
Nice to see you're keeping it classy, Joe.
It's Joe Bob. It's Joe Bob Briggs.
I do a rating, yeah.
It's Joe Bob Briggs.
You would like Joe Bob. He's great.
I like Joe Bob.
Yeah. Well, if I had any means to check him out, I would, honestly, but alas.
YouTube.
He's on YouTube?
You can find old Monster Vision ones.
Yeah.
All right.
But that's because he breaks down his movies that way. He always gives it usually 4 stars or a half star, and he always says the show features, and he always adds foo behind it, and then he always talks about how many breasts are in the movie.
And then he say Oscar nominations for these people when they do great acting scenes and stuff. Yeah. Hey, you give you a rundown the whole movie. But to the main event, which I want to say one thing before you start, Joe. Say this. I have to say this.
You have the floor. You can run with it.
The main event. I'm not gonna talk about the match. I'm just gonna talk about having 2 African American women main event. Now, I'm happy for them to get that chance, and it's wonderful. Me being African American, I am proud and happy, but I tend not to think or care about them things because I'm still thinking it's still Vince McMahon company. He'll give you a little piece, but then after 3 months, he'll lay off half the people next month. Okay, so it's nice to be happy for the moment, but I'm glad for them. But I'm not just like, wow, this is a magical moment. But my best friend who joined MVS said that he was proud to share this moment with his daughter because his daughter is black and Hispanic because she's a Sasha Banks fan. But he did said it was a good moment to share with his daughter these two black women in the main event of WrestleMania. That I can agree with.
Yeah.
But just me, I'm just happy that we had a different main event and it showed off there. I try not to look of color like the math here, so I don't see the color. I just see that they had an opportunity and they succeeded in that. But Joe, you can start. I just want to just get that off my chest.
Well, shit, I don't know how to follow that one.
Honestly, maybe we should end the show right now. I appreciate that. I appreciate James, revealing his heart to us. See, he usually does not do that because he's like cool handler.
Heels for life.
Usually all the time. So yeah,
it's heels for life.
I'm honestly gonna keep it short and sweet on this one. Then match of the night. They both had awesome ring gear. I wasn't a big fan of the build going in. I think it could have had a better build, especially with Bianca. But he showed up in this match. He impressed the hell out of everybody. Besides a few people who were shitting on Mania, just to shit on Mania, people that really enjoyed the show loved this match and they loved her in it. Rightfully so. I was hesitant of it being in the main event spot because of how it was built, but did a great job. Bianca showed and proved that she is ready for this spot, that she is the woman. Very well be in the upper echelon with the horsewomen, Asuka, with Alexa as a main event woman who might stick around. Match itself was, as I said, it was match of the night for me. It was great. Sasha is a fantastic heel, and she portrayed a fantastic heel in this match. It did have the, I hate to use the rookie versus veteran thing that she's been talking about, but it had that vibe in the match. It was like an arrival of somebody new, and it was like a changing of the guard.
It's the big blue chipper versus the rugged veteran.
And that hair whip at the end stings just thinking about it. Final few reversals at the end. Amazing series. I didn't like that Cole. It might have just been Cole who might have just been calling it thinking the match was going to be continuing. I don't know. When he said that Sasha kicked out, I was like, don't say that. It kind of weakens the moment. Take away that quote from Cole was a perfect way to close the show. Like what James was saying. Like Michael Bradley on MVS. I don't know if you guys have seen that video of his daughter watching the match last night.
No,
not yet. No,
gotta check it out.
For those of you listening, Michael Bradley is a member of this group we're in. He's African American. His daughter was on the couch, just loving and jumping up and down, excited as hell to be watching this match. And it's like that's what it's about. It's this moment here. This match brought that moment for people, and they brought it. As I said at the top of the show, this card, if it was just this show, this might be one of the top 10 Manias in my opinion. Tonight, it might knock it down a few. Depends on how well tonight goes.
Yeah.
This is an amazing main event, an amazing women's match. Made this and Rhea versus Charlotte last year the two best women's matches in Mania. And yeah, Bianca Belair definitely cemented herself as top tier player last night, and Sasha Banks as deemed the past few years because she has been kind of spotty as far as her character, because her heel run with Bayley, she was basically playing second. She was a babyface. She didn't really feel pathetic as a babyface. Now she's in full boss mode. Basically NXT Sasha for the first time
With
since,
evil laugh.
obviously. Yes, yes. But yeah, great match, great way to close the show. I thought it was a great WrestleMania, with the exception of this tag team turmoil, which I still didn't hate as much as the person I'm going to pass it to. Did this match change your opinion on women? Do you no longer hate women after watching this match?
No, hold on. Hate women's wrestling. Let's make sure we say that.
Oh, he knew what he was saying.
Good.
I knew what I was saying.
He's a married man, and he has a daughter. So yeah.
Now I've got two daughters.
See?
I had to be the heel there for a second.
Yeah.
You may think I might.
Pete loves women. He just thinks that there are certain places where they belong. And wrestling ring not being one of them.
Like I said, a select few are elite, but the rest, roll them up into a ball, get them out of here.
This keeps escalating every time we cut to it. It's kind of weird.
You may think I might. You may think I might continue on the hate towards women, but this was my match of the night.
No one thinks that, brother.
No, it's just that match. It was just that match. I've seen women wrestle all my life, but Jesus Christ, that was awful. Anyway, main event. It was the match of the night, and I'm not just saying that to try and dig myself out of that hole that I dug earlier. It truly was. They put it as the main event, and it was thoroughly deserved. Solid match. Like I said, that whip at the end, and the mark it left on at Sasha's hip, aside, I was like, Jesus Christ, that must have hurt. But I don't know whether you guys have seen. Why are we whispering? Sorry, I thought you were saying to her. I don't know whether you guys have seen somebody film Sasha after the match when she was on the floor outside, and she was smiling, and I was like, that's very humble of her. Because, her being a heel, it works so well. But just for that one moment, she looked at her friend and thought, wow, she was proud of her. And it was just so heartwarming to see that. She plays a heel on screen, but off screen, she must be a sweetheart. So, props off to her for that. But yeah, fantastic match.
Hold on, I got.
You're gonna get joked.
I got a nice rebuttal for that.
Okay.
That people like. Go ahead.
But yeah, fantastic match. Match of the night. Sorry, thoroughly deserved. Main event.
The match sounds like something that would be on Joe Boss show, right, guys?
Yeah.
Night 2. Let's see what you got. But
okay,
go ahead, James.
The rebuttal to Pete, he'll like this. Maybe Sasha thinking, you know what? This is all thanks to me.
I was just gonna say that when it came to. I swear to God, that's the thing that's what came to my mind.
Exactly. You see that? I made that moment for her. Me.
Yeah.
I main event WrestleMania.
She was like, I didn't want to say it, but I was thinking maybe she's looking there saying, "Look what I did."
Yeah. Exactly.
Look what I. And.
But hopefully,
I don't know. Honestly, we don't know. We have no idea what she was thinking. Maybe she was genuinely smiling because she made history with her. With Bianca. But
I'll just go with that.
People, but I think she was happy for the whole moment. Now,
yeah.
For this match, I wasn't a big fan of Bianca in NXT. I didn't like the hair thing. And trust me, I'm building up to someone to get that. But I did like when she was heel in NXT. I like that. I like the EST thing. That to me, that worked a little bit more better for her in NXT. And then when she came to the main event, the main roster, I was excited for her and I was happy for her. I'm glad she won the Royal Rumble and stuff like that. And because remember when she first started that whole, she's the best in this and best in that, and it really wasn't going that well. Because I'm like, some videos they had of her out racing people, being smart. I'm like, where y'all going with this? But I'm glad they put that to the side and just kind of repackaged her a little bit, and I became a fan. Still didn't like the hair thing, but I enjoy heel Sasha Banks very much. Heel Sasha Banks is the best, and that's the perfect foil for some up and coming blue chipper babyface.
Yes.
Now to the match, I enjoyed it. I felt the emotions. I loved it when Bianca was about to just break down, cry as soon as it started, because she was all in the moment. And I love that Sasha was using the hair thing to her advantage, because if you leave it out there, that's what you're supposed to do with it. I like she was locking her up with it. She was pulling it, because that's my whole point. It's an obvious weapon against you and stuff like that.
Like when they did it on the ring post, and that was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly. If you're gonna have it out there, then your opponent should use it for their advantage. And I know when she did the 450, it was a hint, and it looked good. But I just thought when I posted the thing about CM Punk, like, you never done it before, you never finished. Why are you shocked? Now if she did it, picked her up, did the KOD, and then she kicked out of, then I'm like, okay, there you go. That's your finisher. She kicked out your finisher and the fall splash. But I get, Sasha looked too strong.
Okay, I got what you're saying now.
Yeah. See, it's just like, why you never done it before. And then you said the Undertaker chokeslam, but certain matches, Undertaker finished matches with the chokeslam if he didn't do the power drive of the last ride. That's the difference, though. That's
it's the idea, but the whole idea is like, it's part of a story. It's still, again, she thought that was it because she, in her mind, this was a big move. This was like the move that finished someone off. And
I get that.
It's not even it's not just shock. It's not that just shock. It's also shock with frustration. It's like, well, I went outside my comfort zone. I hit her with like this big atom bomb, and she's still in this match. How is this happening? And it's again like the whole idea of wrestling psychology. It's I can't remember who was. Yeah, it was Brian Kendrick who said this back when he was in Impact. It was like, just because I have a finisher does not mean I have to finish the match with my finisher.
Yeah,
that's the yeah.
Oh no, and I agree with you. And I support that. But with WWE is they don't do that. They do by the numbers. That's the thing there. Trust me, I would have loved the match if she hit that move and the match was over with. I would have popped like crazy because it'd been like, wow, she,
So would you have liked it better in reverse? She hit the KOD, Sasha kicks out, and then she goes to the top rope.
That would have been okay, but if she just beat her with the splash, that would have been surprised. That'd been like, wow, look at that. It'd be unexpected because you wouldn't think that. And there's people like, oh, I didn't know it was going to be the finish there. That's the whole point. You didn't know because she didn't hit the finisher. But it wasn't. I'm just saying it wasn't too bad. It's just a slight negative because in like a couple of more maneuvers, she did do the KOD, and then the match was over there. It's just that it didn't prolong another 10 minutes and stuff. But I love the match. It was the match of the night. I was going to say, after thinking about it, I did not like that she hit her with the hair whip thing, but it was only one time.
Yeah.
And it was loud. It was impactful, so it worked that way. I just hope she just don't do it a lot. That's all.
Yeah.
Because it just looked like...
Well, plus if you do it a lot, it's going to take away the
all.
impact of it. Like, if it becomes a common thing, it's going to take away from this one. It needs to be a moment so the next time something like this happens, people will pop for it. Don't do it again until there's a crowd again. Like, there needs to be a moment where the crowd is anticipating it's going to happen, then she does it, and that's going to make the crowd pop. Like, they need to plan this carefully.
Because it looked like a desperation move. She desperately did it, and she picked the finisher, and then she, the match was over and stuff like that. She was running out of ideas, so, But I loved it, and I think give both women credit for a fine match. It was really good. And Pete, come with me. They stand and delivered.
Yeah.
There you go.
I see we have 10 on board.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was her song, on the second line. She's like, stand and deliver. And, I love this match, and I'm gonna first of all, I like Bianca in NXT. First time I saw Bianca, I think like everyone else, was the Mae Young Classic, where she was healing it up, and there was you would see her and you say, oh, there's something about this girl. She has something. And when she used the hair whip, I can't remember if she used the hair whip in the first round, but when she met Kairi Sane in the I think it's the round of 8 or so, she went to town with that hair on her.
Mm.
And it was whoa, okay. I'm looking, well, at least there's a reason for that hair to be that long, and it's a great weapon to use, but it's a heel tactic. But having said that, her using that hair whip in this match, even as a babyface, was perfect. It's
like I said, it was a desperate move. I'm running out of ideas, so yeah.
It's part of it is that it's a desperate move. The second part is Sasha kept pulling on that hair, and what do I want to say? Sasha kept pulling on that hair, and it's like Bianca said, well, you want the hair in the match? Okay, it's in the match. Whack! And just the one time, it's a retaliation. It's not like she was mean-spirited doing it. She was just, well, this girl's, B where this keeps pulling on my hair. I'm just going to let her have it. It's perfect as a use of it as a babyface. And the match itself was awesome. It's two women coming together to deliver a great match. It told the story. It's Sasha out-wrestling her. Sasha was starting the match trying to out-wrestle her, pushing her, getting in her head. And it's a perfect, babyface, don't want to say rookie, but, up-and-comer versus a heel veteran. That's the perfect way to do it. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna say something. You're gonna like that. I'm gonna say this, James. Last week on this show, I said that I don't think this match should main event because it didn't have the interest that Drew versus Bobby Lashley had. Bobby Lashley and Drew should be the main event, even though I feel bad for this match, but the build-up has not been that enticing. It's not worthy of the main event spot. I was wrong. This
mark it down.
This match. Told you you're gonna like. And this match delivered perfectly. And again, once you watch WrestleMania 10 years or even 5 years down the line, you're just gonna go back to this night. You're not gonna care how the build was, because the video package was perfect, and you're gonna watch and you're gonna say, this is a good match to end the night with. And
video package really was way better than the whole build-up. I agree with that.
Yes. Yeah, and the music was great. It's everything about this was so great. Sasha looked great. Sasha feels way more comfortable as a heel than a babyface. It can tell. And that green robe she had wearing coming down, she looked like, she kind of looked like the evil queens from Disney, like Maleficent or blanking, or the queen from Snow White, the mirror on the wall. She looked evil, pretty, and and just mean. That was a great look for.
And I'll leave.
And great.
Okay, sorry, I thought you was done. Sorry, man.
Great. No, I was just gonna say, great main event, great show overall. I even was not irked, but apparently I did not hate the tag team turmoil match enough.
Thank you for joining us on the Outlaw Macho Drive-In. If you liked that video, please click like and subscribe to our channel for more content from the Drive-In. For full episodes of our podcast, you may look us up on Anchor, Spotify, or wherever your favorite podcasts are available. Just search for Outlaw Macho Driving. And if it's not too much trouble, would you help us out here? Spread the word, share. We would really appreciate it. Thank you. We love you. Bye.